Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and I have to admit I am pretty excited about today's video. We are going to discuss, in my opinion, who I believe, me, Mark's Max Muscle, who do I think will be the next Mr. Olympia Champion? Do I think it's going to be Brandon Curry? Well, maybe. Do I think it's going to be Big Ramy? Those two guys, couple of years ago, they were 1 and 2, couple of years in a row. And I mean, if you're going to count them, obviously, Hadi would be a likely suspect of who's going to be the next Mr. Olympia Champion. But you know what? All three of those guys, they were Mr. Olympia Champion. So none of them can be the next champion when they already had the title. So this video is not about those guys, but I have to say, Big Ramy, he looks pretty good. He looked pretty good at the Arnold, so he may very well be the 2023 Mr. Olympia Champion. Am I saying Brandon Curry can't do it? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the fields, the top fours, things of that nature can change. The top guys, I mean, just a couple of years ago, 2021, this was your top four. This was your top four. And if my video is all about who will be the next Mr. Olympia Champion, we're excluding Big Ramy, Brandon Curry, and Hadi, although I do believe those three guys, out of the three, they're probably not done with the title yet. And as far as Hunter Labrada is concerned, well, his hopes are fading fast. This is your top 6 from last year's Olympia. And out of these guys, obviously I'm excluding your Ramy, your Curry, and your Hadi. Out of the rest of the guys, I mean, yeah, your likely next champion will be Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker, or Samson Dauda. And on paper that is, it would be Derek and Nick, obviously. Derek plays second, so yeah, Derek Lunsford will be your next Olympia champion, right? Well, Nick Walker, he's pretty good too. But the thing of it is, he got second at the Arnold. So is it a paper situation where, on paper, does Samson Dauda leapfrog both Derek Lunsford and Nick Walker? Could be that type of a situation. But that's the Arnold. We're talking Olympia, for goodness sakes. And it's not just a closed case. Like I said, lineups can change from year after year. And here are 3 studs here that would, I mean, Iain Valliere. I like Iain. I'm sure some people thought him as a future Olympia champion, as well as William Bonac. But I believe William Bonac's career has reached a plateau already, maybe back in 2017, but I do not want to disrespect that guy. And then you have Andrew Jacked. Obviously, maybe the same situation, but the guy has just began his career, just made his Olympia debut. And if you ask me, the sky is the limit for one Andrew Jacked. So am I saying that he is going to be the next guy? I will definitely keep you in suspense through this video. I mean, if you want to go ahead, I'll timestamp who I believe will be the man. I will say at the end. So it could be Andrew Jacked, but you can fall into a rabbit hole of guys that could become Mr. Olympia Champion someday. Rafael Brandao, awesome bodybuilder, bright future. Will he be the Olympia Champion? Hard to say. Blessing Awadibu, another guy that if I didn't make mention of these guys, you would most certainly be mentioning them in the comment section below. But I mean, what if guys like James Hollingshead, and Tonio Burton, what if a guy like that became Olympia Champion someday? Hey, stranger things have happened, and to be honest, I've said that before about both of these guys. Hey, if Brandon Curry did it, look at him back in, say, 2011, whatever it was. You had Kai Green around, Wolf. Imagine if you said back then that he will be an Olympia champion and none of the other guys. Like I said, stranger things have happened. But realistically, I'm betting all my money on this guy, Michal Krizo. I think out of all of the guys that have been making their debut, no, he didn't place the highest out of all of them. I think Andrew Jack did, to be honest with you. But I believe that out of all of those guys, Michal Krizo someday will be Olympia champion. But I don't think he's going to be the next. And that's another rabbit hole you could fall down. Look at this guy. Quint Beastwood, Quentin Uriah. He is taking the year off, so most certainly I don't think he'll be the next Olympia champion. But I think much like Michal Krizo, he could very well win the title at some point. And like I said, guys, literally, you could fall down that rabbit hole. Reagan Grimes, another one. Another one for sure. He hasn't been competing. He didn't compete at the Olympia last year. But hopefully we get to see him this year. And another guy with just a incredibly, incredibly bright future. So, who do I believe will be the next Mr. Olympia champion, excluding the guys that have already won the title? Sean Clarita? Well, figured I would show him, considering he's the 212 champion. But no, I don't think he'll be Olympia champion. I believe Nick Walker will be the next Mr. Olympia champion, or if you go by his Russian name, Nikolai Walkersky. I'm just joking. It's a joke. Maybe not a good one, but maybe good squeeze a few little ha-has out of some of you cats out there. But either which way, guys, it's a long shot. Many of you guys will say Samson Dauda, I am sure, considering he defeated Nick, I'm just joking, Nick, at the Arnold's Classics. Come on, get to the Olympia. But I believe Nick Walker will be that 2023's, baby please. Everything that ends in threes, baby please. You guys heard me say it before, 2013, 2003. I could go on and on, all the threes. Nick Walker could be the 2023 beast. That will not be denied. He can't be denied. He's going to be too big. And yes, I'm sure he wants to be that big for a little while. And then after he retires, Olympia champion, he can shrink back down to... He'd be big for a normal person, but small for Nick Walker. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Let me know who you think will be the next. And no, I don't mean if Hadi Chupin retains. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to know who will be the next man to win the Olympia for their first time. Who will be the next one? Hit thumbs up, subscribe. Have a nice one.